Greetings. Last Sunday, Pastor Frank started a 5-week vision series. His message was entitled, Decide to Care and Share with the Broken. In that message, he talked about counterfactual thinking. That's when you look at a moment in history and think, what if that would have turned out differently? He then asked some what-if questions about Bethel Church. For instance, what if the leadership that started Bethel hadn't had the courage to follow God's leading? Well, in a couple of years, Bethel Church will celebrate its 75th anniversary. As you can imagine, there are many what-if questions we can ask about our church's foundation and development. Many decisions had to be made to bring our church to where it is today. And though Bethel Church isn't perfect, there's no question that the hand of God is resting upon us. Well, the same thing is true for your life and mine. We've made a lot of decisions that have brought us to where we are today. And though we're far from perfect, God in His mercy has placed His hand upon us. Then Pastor Frank shifted to talking about the future, and he asked a formidable question. What does the Lord invite or ask Bethel Church to be in one of the most influential places in the world and in what may be the final generation before His return? In answer to this question, Pastor Frank made the statement, may Bethel Church be a place where, and followed it with 5 points. Sunday, he focused on the first point. May Bethel Church be a place where the least, last, and lost find hope, faith, and love in Jesus Christ. That first vision statement is based upon the Great Commission, when Jesus says, go and make disciples of all nations. That means we're to make an impact both here and around the world. And we make disciples by sharing the good news. We tell all those who will listen what Christ has done for us, and we share the joy of what it feels like to have our sins forgiven. Right now, we look around us, and we can see the need. People are anxious and angry. They're facing economic pressure. They're feeling isolated and alone. People are broken. And the best way for us to encourage them is to remember that we're broken too. We can't minister from a position of superiority, but of humility. We need to ask the Lord, Father, what about me needs to change? God will answer that prayer. As we grow in our faith, we can impact a hurting community by sharing what God has done for us. I loved it when Pastor Frank called us wounded healers, because that's exactly what we are. I'm privileged to be part of the Bethel family. It's humbling to be part of this great team. I believe that the best days of our church are yet ahead. I believe that if we remain humble, stay attuned to God's voice, and remain passionate about Christ, He will give us opportunity to impact neighborhoods and nations. Stay tuned for the next 4 weeks. God has given us a vision, and we want you to join us in seeing it come to pass. God bless you.